1,000-pound sisters. Tammy stunts at Amy's wedding. Fans can't believe her choice of outfit. In the world of reality television, where personal transformations are often the central narrative, few stories are as compelling or as publicly documented as that of Tammy Slaton. For years, viewers of TLC's 1,000-pound sisters have followed Tammy's arduous journey, sharing in her struggles with health, weight, and self-esteem. However, at the recent wedding of her sister, Amy, Tammy didn't just show up as a supportive sibling. She arrived as a symbol of audacious self-reclamation, leaving fans and followers across social media utterly speechless with her choice of outfit. This was more than a fashion moment. It was a declaration of identity, a creative act of self-expression that has ignited a firestorm of conversation about beauty, size, and the courage to be seen. The setting was a classic, rustic-themed celebration. Amy, having shed a significant amount of weight herself and now celebrating a new chapter with her family, was the picture of a radiant bride. The air was thick with emotion, a testament to the sisters' shared and individual triumphs. Guests anticipated seeing a happier, healthier Tammy, who has also made remarkable progress on her own weight loss journey. But no one was prepared for the vision that stepped into the frame. Gone were the dark, often shapeless, and utilitarian garments that had previously defined Tammy's wardrobe, clothes that seemed designed for anonymity and comfort over style. In their place was an ensemble that was nothing short of revolutionary, a custom-made, deep emerald green velvet pantsuit, tailored to perfection, paired with a dramatic, wide-brimmed black hat adorned with a single, striking peacock feather. The internet, predictably, exploded. Deconstructing the ensemble, a masterclass in theatrical confidence. To call Tammy's outfit a mere pantsuit is to undersell its impact. This was a carefully curated, creatively bold statement. The rich velvet fabric, a material historically associated with royalty and luxury, challenged the dull, matte fabrics often recommended for larger bodies. Its deep green hue was a deliberate choice, symbolizing growth, renewal, and a touch of enigmatic power, themes deeply resonant with Tammy's own life. The cut of the suit was the true masterstroke. It was structured at the shoulders, creating a powerful silhouette that commanded authority, while the flowing, wide-legged trousers offered both comfort and a dramatic, elegant flair. This was not an outfit that apologized for its space. It celebrated it. The piece de resistance was the hat. The wide brim and the decadent peacock feather introduced an element of high drama and old Hollywood glamour, reminiscent of iconic figures like Chanel Monáe or a young Dolly Parton. Women who have used fashion as a tool of personal branding and empowerment. Fan reactions on platforms like Instagram and Twitter were immediate and polarized, yet overwhelmingly positive. Tammy in that HT. I am deceased. A queen, tweeted one fan, their sentiment echoed by thousands of likes and retweets. Another commented, "For so long we saw Tammy in pain, both physical and emotional. To see her like this, so bold and so her, is the real victory." This isn't just about weight loss, it's about finding yourself. Of course, the digital echo chamber also had its critics, with some questioning the appropriateness of such a theatrical look for a wedding. But these voices were largely drowned out by a wave of support that framed Tammy's choice not as a faux pas, but as a fearless act of creativity. From survival to style, the psychology of a public transformation. Dr. Enya Petrova, a cultural psychologist who studies reality TV and identity, suggests that Tammy's sartorial choice is a profound psychological milestone. When an individual undergoes a massive physical transformation in the public eye, their clothing often lags behind their new reality, Dr. Petrova explains. They first dress for the body they have, often choosing safe, concealing options. What we see with Tammy here is a quantum leap. She is no longer just dressing her body. She is adorning her spirit. The flamboyance, the texture, the sheer audacity of the hat. These are the choices of someone who is not just surviving, but beginning to thrive. She is exploring an identity that was previously suppressed by her physical and mental health struggles. This perspective reframes the entire narrative of Tammy's journey. The focus shifts from the number on the scale to the light in her eyes, from the shrinking body to the expanding sense of self. The velvet pantsuit is armor, yes, but not armor to hide behind. It is the armor of a warrior who has battled her demons and emerged with a new, unapologetic confidence. The moment also serves as a powerful counter-narrative to the standard makeover trope so common in transformation stories. Tammy was not presented in a predictable, form-fitting little black dress or a pastel gown meant to conform to conventional standards of beauty. Instead, she chose a path of androgynous, theatrical glamour that is uniquely hers. In doing so, she communicated to her millions of followers that transformation is not about fitting into a mold, but about breaking it entirely to create your own. A ripple effect, redefining plus-size fashion and representation. The impact of Tammy's fashion moment extends far beyond the confines of the 1,000-pound sisters fandom. In the multi-billion-dollar fashion industry, plus-size representation, particularly for women in the super-size plus category, remains a glaring issue. Options are often limited, bland, and devoid of the creativity and luxury afforded to straight-size individuals. By wearing a bold, custom-made outfit, Tammy Slaton, whether intentionally or not, became a protester. She stood on a very public platform and declared that women of size deserve not just clothing that fits, but clothing that inspires, that they have a right to velvet, to drama, to hats with feathers, to fashion that is fun, daring, and expressive. She challenged the lazy stereotype that larger women should dress to minimize their presence, instead demonstrating how to maximize it. Designers and stylists are taking note. Social media threads are now filled with calls for more accessible fashion that embodies this same spirit. If Tammy can look this iconic, why is the plus-size section at my store a sea of beige polyester? One viral post asked, highlighting the hunger for a more inclusive and imaginative approach to design. The final bow, a celebration of unscripted joy. As the wedding reception carried on into the night, photos and videos captured Tammy laughing, dancing with her family, and adjusting her magnificent hat with a flourish. The outfit was not a costume separating her from the event. It was an integral part of her joy, a physical manifestation of the inner freedom she is clearly discovering. Amy's wedding was always going to be a landmark event for the Slaton family, a celebration of love and new beginnings. But it was Tammy, in her emerald velvet and her peacock feather, who delivered its most unforgettable and creatively powerful message. She taught her audience and the world that the most stunning transformation is not the one that changes your size, but the one that gives you the courage to finally and spectacularly be yourself. Her choice of outfit was more than a trend. It was a testament. It said, "I am here, I am bold, and I am just getting started." For fans who have cheered for her through every hardship, it was a moment of stunning, beautiful, and unbelievable payoff.